This was the most brutal beating Cain Burgess had ever endured. On his very first day in prison, Cain was already facing bullying from the leader of the inmates.
Say, excuse me, cunt.
That thug, relying on his burly build, relentlessly punched and kicked the newcomer with brutal force. But he didn't expect to run into someone tough that day. Cain was actually a street boxer skilled in underground, no-rules fights. He quickly countered every move with powerful and decisive responses. However, Cain had overlooked a harsh reality. This was prison, a place where the strong devour the weak, no different from a primal jungle. The inmates, starved like wild beasts, were eager to tear him apart. A cold, sharp blade stabbed deep into his lower back, blood gushing out violently. Yet Cain continued to fight back, fueled by his extraordinary willpower. Just as he managed to disarm his opponent, more inmates rushed in to attack him. Facing a relentless assault from the crowd, even the strongest body couldn't withstand being torn apart. The inmates joined forces, slamming Cain's face down onto the stairs and stomping on his back with all their might. A week later, Cain's jaw had recovered fairly well, but his once white teeth were gone for good. To cut costs, the doctor fitted him with a few stainless steel teeth. Though they looked strange, they added to his already fearsome appearance. Cain realized that, in a place as brutal as this, strength alone wasn't enough to survive. So he intensified his training, not only building a body as tough as iron, but also forging an unshakable will that nothing could break.
Come back there and get some more. Fucking want it. Bam, bam. Whoa, fucking come on.
However, the inmates in this prison seemed to bear a deep grudge against Cain. Every few days they found a new way to provoke him. 2 prisoners blocked Cain from the front and back. One pulled out a dagger while the other had a homemade pistol ready. Having learned from the last time, Cain showed no mercy. If he wanted to survive, he had to strike with bone-crushing punches. Hearing the commotion, the guards rushed in. Without caring who was right or wrong, they mercilessly beat Cain with their batons. To make matters worse, the judge placed full responsibility for the fight on Cain just because the others were more severely injured than him. Cain shouted in protest, claiming they tried to kill him and he had only acted in self-defense. But the judge refused to accept any explanation. According to the law, Cain was given an additional year in prison and 2 months in solitary confinement.
Your sentence is hereby extended by 1 year.
I need it today. I'll consider the fact that you're a fucking punce. You've got fucking clothes.
During his time in isolation, Cain continued to train relentlessly, preparing himself for the bloody battles to come. Only a strong will could help him survive the endless assaults.
That makes you impervious to defeat.
Once out of solitary, Cain no longer avoided the savage's provocations. On the contrary, he began to accept the physical pain. But no matter how much he was tortured, Cain would always return the suffering tenfold. The tattooed inmate, blood streaming from his nose and barely able to breathe after Cain's beating, told Cain that this wasn't a personal grudge. Someone had paid a large sum of money to have him killed. But what Cain never expected was that the one who wanted him dead was his own older brother.
I think your brother's bankrolling it. My brother? Brother did this? You say your own fucking brother did this? My own fucking brother!
More and more people came after Cain's life. Through a series of brutal, bloody fights, Cain was pushed to the brink, his face disfigured beyond recognition. Revenge became the only thing that kept him alive. But what kind of hatred could drive an older brother to pay a fortune to have his own sibling murdered? To understand, we have to go back 5 years. Cain had originally been a boxer. Despite his hot temper, he was a law-abiding citizen and a decent man. His older brother Lincoln was the complete opposite, a notorious crime boss in the area. He ran a criminal gang that specialized in smuggling flour and loan sharking. During a boxing match, Lincoln wanted Cain to throw the fight, but Cain, being upright and principled, went on to win, causing Lincoln and his crew to lose a large amount of money. Cain didn't care about that at all. On the contrary, he even asked his brother for a loan. He had his eye on a boxing gym that was about to go bankrupt and wanted to buy it to continue running the business, but it required a significant amount of money. To gain his brother's trust, Cain even drafted a business plan. He was confident this was a solid investment that would turn a profit. But Lincoln flatly refused, saying he had his own set of rules, one of which was never lending money to family. So he rejected the request on the spot.